Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good morning to all the honorable judges, my beloved teachers and friends. The virtue of honesty and trustworthiness. Before the age of 40, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam had started doing da'wah for people in Mecca. But people in Mecca had given nice name to him. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was given the name as As-Sadiq, the honest, and Al-Amin, the trustworthy. Before 40, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam never talked to the people of Mecca about Islam. But Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam lived with them, did business with them, and he talked with them every day. For 40 years, the only thing they knew that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam as-Sadiq and Al-Amin. And they knew the most responsible person in our entire city is one person, that is Muhammad. So, the first step to be a Muslim is we have to show the character of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as-Sadiq and Al-Amin, the honest and the trustworthy. So, when they think of Muslim, they think of someone who is honest and someone they can trust. But right now, it is so bad we can't even trust each other. We lie and we cheat in business. We lie and we cheat in our families. We lie and we cheat in inheritance, in our job, in our tax form, and every chance we get. How can we are going to earn the honest and the trustworthy if we don't even think each other on honesty and trustworthiness? We talk about the deen of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the da'wah and shariah of Islam, while in other place we are lying and cheating. Dear brothers and sisters, da'wah is actually make sense to people when people trust you. And da'wah is very significant in spreading the messages of Islam when Muslims will look as honest and trustworthy. In Malaysia, we have Hindus, Buddhists, and Christians. The only thing they know about Islam is not the Quran. The only Islam they know is you, Muslim. You are Islam to them. You are ambassador of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to them. So, when you tell your co-worker, I'll be there in 5 minutes, but 5 minutes means sometime today. The best one is, you haven't even left home yet, and they call you. Where are you? Oh, I am on the way. But you are not on the way. Dear brothers and sisters, please be honest in this little thing. If we cannot be honest in little thing, definitely we cannot be honest in big things. I will tell you the story. A man that assisted a mouse that the companion who used to talking normal and smiling and laughing, and then suddenly, at occasion, he would start to cry and cry so much until went unconscious. The companion told the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam about this man to try and read on him for healing. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam called this man and wanted to help him. He took him aside and he said, "What happened to you, my brother?" The man said to him, "Ya Rasulullah, I was never going to tell anyone this, but now that you ask me, I must tell you. Before I embraced Islam, I used to have a daughter. When she was born, I wanted to bury her because the cultural ideology came into my mind, and I started to think that when she grows older, she will bring shame to my family. But I stopped myself. My heart for my daughter was overpowering me. Years and years went by as I watched her grow, and then one day, when she reached to a blossoming age, she was about to become a lady. He said, I began to have nightmares, and desperation, and distress. The pain of my catcherism came into me, thinking of the shame that my daughter is going to bring with me if she walked off with another fellow and brought shame to all my ancestors. Day by day, I want to do something, but then my heart, my love stopped me. Until one day, he said, I could not handle it anymore, Ya Rasulullah. I said to her mother, dress her up with neat clothes and comb her hair nicely and decorate her face and tell her, your father is taking you out for a party celebration so that she can play with her friends. The mother knew the father was up to a plot and a plan, so she dressed her daughter up. She combed her hair while she was crying. The mother was crying, and she powdered her face and made her nice while the mother was crying. The daughter is asking, what's wrong, mother? And the mother said, nothing, daughter. She's not allowed, otherwise the husband will beat her or probably even kill her. The daughter said, Daddy's taking me out for celebration. I love my dad. After decorating her, the father came along in the evening and he took his daughter. The wife grabbed her husband's hand And she said to him and whispered to him, but the daughter could hear, and she said some word that made his heart shiver, and the daughter to remember, لا تضيع الأمانة يا رجل. Oh man, do not lose the trust. Your daughter is your trust. The man took his daughter away, and on his way, he's thinking to himself, what am I going to do? And the daughter is playing around her father, thinking that her father loves her. He said, I approached a very deep well, which was deep and had rock sharp at the bottom. He said, suddenly the pain and the agony in my catechism came and burned me. I began to think, should I throw her? Should I not throw her? So I would come close, then my heart would not let me. Suddenly, the catechism would come in. He said, I wrestled. Suddenly, when I came close to the well, I grabbed my daughter and I threw her into the well. And the daughter held with her open, horrified eyes, looking at me and saying to me, Daddy, لا تضيع الأمانة. Oh, Dad, don't lose the trust. Don't lose the trust, Daddy. The man then threw her into the well. He said, Ya Rasulullah. She kept falling, saying, لا تضيع الأمانة يا أبي. لا تضيع الأمانة. Until her tiny voice went away. I couldn't hear her anymore. And she died, Ya Rasulullah. Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam looked up at him, and his beard was soaked with tears. And he said to him, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was to allow me to punish anyone for the killing and the murder for anyone before Islam, I would have started with you. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the most compassionate, even to the women, and he used to say to them, Mahlam bil qawarir, take care of your precious pair, your daughter and your wife. Bilisanika khayra. Have kindness toward your wife and your daughter. Be patient with them. They are the trust from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Dear brothers and sisters, be honest and trustworthy in many things. Again, if we cannot be honest and trustworthy in little things, definitely we cannot be honest and trustworthy in big things. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.